because I only normally eat twice with 50 grams of protein. It's a bit below that level, but I'm not trying to build more. I'm just kind of maintaining.
Let me ask you something. How many different foods do you think you need to eat to stay healthy? Most people might say 20, 30, or even 50 different foods. But Dorian Yates didn't think that way. His approach was simple. Master 5 foods completely and you will get everything your body needs. His secret was staying consistent with 5 main foods that he ate every single day. Now, at 63 years old, Yates still has amazing muscle, energy, and overall health. He is not following anything complicated. He is still using a version of the same 5-food system he used during his career. Let's get into it. Food number 1, eggs.
Best sources, first-class protein, eggs, number 1.
Yates calls eggs his number 1 protein source, and there's a good reason for it. When he was competing, he used to eat 24 eggs a day. Back then, he ate mostly egg whites because people believed fat was bad. But now we know better.
In those days, we had the wrong information that fat was bad.
Yeah.
So we'd throw away most of the yolks. Like I'd have 12 egg whites with 2 or 3 yellows twice a day. So 24 egg whites, maybe 6 yolks.
Yeah.
But now I would say, no, don't do that. Have the fat. It's good. Have the cholesterol. It's good. You need it. So
science shows that whole eggs are actually better than just egg whites, so you can learn from his success without repeating his old mistake. Here's why eggs are especially helpful for people over 60. First, complete protein. 1 egg has about 6 grams of high-quality protein with all 9 essential amino acids. In fact, Yates ranked them at the top of all protein sources. Your body can use this protein right away to maintain muscle. This is important because after age 60, you naturally lose muscle. This is called sarcopenia. Eating enough protein, especially from eggs, helps slow this down. Second, brain health. Eggs have choline, a nutrient that supports memory and overall brain function. After 60, taking care of your brain becomes even more important. Choline is one of the few nutrients that directly helps with memory. Third, affordability. Eggs usually cost between 25 and 50 cents each. They are the cheapest complete protein you can buy. No expensive supplement can match that price. In simple terms, Yates often had a breakfast of 3 eggs with oatmeal. That alone gave him 18 grams of protein, plus important vitamins and steady energy for hours. You can cook eggs any way you like. Scrambled, fried, boiled. The method does not matter. What matters is eating them consistently. Food number 2, rice.
I liked rice.
The second food is rice. This is what Yates used for steady energy. Now, you might be thinking, isn't rice unhealthy? Isn't it all carbs? Yates didn't think twice about including carbs in his diet. He explained his approach.
Carbs, that's your energy source.
Yeah.
So depends on your goal, what you're trying to do, of course. If you're bodybuilding, you need carbs.
Rice is actually one of the best energy foods for people over 60. Here is why. 1 cup of cooked rice gives you around 45 grams of carbohydrates. These are not the kind of carbs that make your energy crash. They give you slow and steady energy. Your brain runs on glucose, and it prefers a stable supply, not big spikes. Rice gives you that steady fuel. When you are over 60 and still want to stay active, whether you're training, hiking, or just trying to feel energetic in daily life, you need carbohydrates. The third benefit is digestion. Rice is easy on your stomach. As you get older, your digestive system becomes more sensitive. White rice is gentler than brown rice, but both are fine. Yates usually ate about 1.5 cups of cooked rice per meal for lunch and dinner. That adds up to around 70 grams of carbohydrates each day from rice, giving him steady energy without crashes. Food number 3. Oatmeal. The third food is oatmeal, or porridge, as people in the UK call it, which is where Yates is from. Oatmeal is not the same as rice. Rice was his main food for lunch and dinner, while oatmeal was the base of his breakfast.
Was big on oatmeal. I don't know what you call it here. Porridge oats, we call it in England.
Yeah, we call it overs. I'm a big fan of.
1 cup of cooked oatmeal gives you 50 grams of carbohydrates, 8 grams of fiber, 10 grams of protein, and a compound called beta-glucans. Here is why this matters for people over 60. Beta-glucans help lower cholesterol. This is not a small benefit. Heart disease is the #1 cause of death for people over 60. If eating oatmeal every day can help protect your heart, that becomes a very important habit. Second, fiber. Most older adults do not get enough of it. Oatmeal gives you real fiber, about 8 grams per serving. This helps your digestion, keeps you full for longer, and stops sudden drops in blood sugar. Yates ate oatmeal with his eggs in the morning. The mix of protein from the eggs and carbohydrates from the oatmeal made a well-balanced meal that gave him energy for training and daily tasks. A usual breakfast for him was 3 eggs, 1 cup of oatmeal, and sometimes a banana. This added up to around 500 calories, 28 grams of protein, 60 grams of carbs, and all the key micronutrients. Food number 4, chicken and beef.
Beef, chicken, fish.
Yates used both chicken and beef for different reasons. Chicken is the lighter, leaner choice. 200 grams of chicken breast gives you 50 grams of protein, very little fat, B vitamins that help with energy, and selenium that supports your immune system. Beef is the richer, more nutrient-packed choice. 200 grams of beef gives you 50 grams of protein, iron that your body can absorb easily, creatine, which helps your muscles and your brain, B vitamins, and carnosine, which is an antioxidant. Why use both? Because they offer different nutrients. Beef gives you iron in a form your body uses well. This is important since many older adults have low iron, which can cause tiredness and weakness. Yates switched between them. Sometimes he had chicken for lunch and beef for dinner. Getting enough protein becomes extra important after age 60. The body does not use protein as efficiently anymore, so you need a little more. Yates suggested 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, or about 2.2 grams per kilogram.
Generally, like 1 gram per pound is a good guideline. So what's that, 2.2 per kilo?
Yeah, that's a lot.
So if you're 100 kilos, try to get 200 grams a day.
It sounds like a lot, but it is the best way to protect your muscles as you age. A normal lunch for him was 200 grams of chicken with rice and vegetables. Dinner was usually 200 grams of beef with sweet potato and vegetables. Food number 5, vegetables and sweet potatoes. The first 4 foods give you protein and energy, but vegetables give you the vitamins, minerals, and plant nutrients your body needs to work properly. Yates likes to eat sweet potatoes and vegetables. Sweet potatoes are a very nutritious carbohydrate.
Sweet potato, some vegetables and fruits.
1 large sweet potato gives you 25 grams of carbs, 540% of your daily vitamin A, vitamin C, potassium, and manganese, 4 grams of fiber, and slow and steady energy. This is the kind of carb that truly fuels your body. Vegetables like broccoli, carrots, leafy greens, and peppers provide vitamins A, C, and K. Minerals such as potassium, magnesium, and iron. Plant nutrients that lower inflammation and protect your cells. Why is this so important after age 60? Because aging increases inflammation and cell damage. You are constantly dealing with quiet, hidden stress inside the body. Vegetables help fight this. Yates ate vegetables with every meal, not as a small side dish but as a main part of his plate. He usually had 1 to 2 cups of vegetables at each meal. A normal lunch for him was rice, chicken, and a big serving of broccoli. Dinner was beef, a sweet potato, and mixed vegetables. Dorian Yates kept things simple. He focused on 5 foods, prepared them the same way each day, and stayed disciplined. That is how he became one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time, and it is how he still stays healthy at 63. If you are over 60 and feel lost with all the confusing nutrition advice, and you want more energy, stronger muscles, and better health, this 5-food plan can guide you.